Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 9th episode of the podcast Unchained. Today, I'm here with my friend Abdul. Again, one of my best friends. You'll often see us walking around campus taking pictures of our outfits together. I'll flash a picture here. He's from Nigeria, like many of our other guests before, so go listen to those podcasts. Once again, we talk about the language Hausa, which directly influences the dialects in Nigeria. We also talk about his new project he's working on. It's a non-invasive malaria detection device. So I'll link his LinkedIn in the show notes. You can go message him if you have any questions. But interestingly enough, the thing we talk about the most in this podcast is fashion. It's why I'm wearing my cool black bandana and my Vans outfit. Like, if I could wear this every day, I would. We talk about how fashion influences our confidence in different scenarios and how it influences how we show up in the world. So he talks about how, I walk into a room, if I'm wearing something like fashionable, I feel good. And I think this is mostly true. Some people don't always present the way they want to be presented, and fashion helps them. And also, Nigeria in general is known for really, really good fashion. They have Ankara and Oziii, and this is part of like the Afrobeat streetwear scene as well. So very, very cool stuff. I'll put some pictures up. Yes, so self-expression, confidence, fashion, malaria detection tool. Please enjoy. Abdul,
Hello, Kanem.
how are you today?
I'm doing good.
That's good. What is your full name, Abdul? I don't even know your full name. I don't know how to say it.
Okay.
Is it Oziii? Is that your last name?
No, Oziii is just like a nickname
Oh,
being given by friends to me. Although it comes from the word Ozil. I think you know that football player named Ozil, who
Ozil?
plays for us now and later played for Madrid and all that.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know Ozil?
No, is that whose name is that?
Ozil.
Ozil?
Yeah,
From who?
he played for Madrid back then and later played for Arsenal.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's a
okay.
football player.
Gotcha. Yeah, no,
Okay. But mine was
I'll ask my friends
yeah.
who are
So
who like soccer. Yeah.
Mine was Oziii. That's
Okay.
with triple I at the end.
Oh yeah.
So it was given to
Triple
me.
I.
Yeah,
Mm.
Oz with the triple I.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike that of Ozil, who only has one I and then
One I.
ends with L.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's like a really cool nickname.
Yeah, that's
People
really
jealous of that nickname?
cool.
I'm
A
jealous.
bit. Okay, so my full name is Abdurrahman Husseini.
Okay.
I'm from Nigeria.
Yeah, you're from
All
Nigeria.
that that's from the northeast Nigeria.
Northeast part of Nigeria.
Yeah, northeast
Okay.
part of Nigeria, specifically the Kanem Empire, that's Bornu State.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So I'm from there.
Okay.
So
So wait, what tribe is there a tribe there? Is that what it's called?
yeah, we do have many tribes, but the three most influential tribes there are Kanuri.
Kanuri.
Yeah, Kanuri, which dominate the Borno State.
Okay.
And also we have the second tribe, that's Babur,
Okay.
who were based in Borno South.
Okay.
Yeah, and we also have few languages like who have I may say they are more like dialects, including Chipok and Margi and a few other languages there.
Wow, that's a lot for just that area.
Which
Yeah.
also for a few people from the Chad, since we are border with them,
Right.
so there are some people from the Chad who also spoke I may say Kalumbu, or they call it Shua Arab.
Okay.
Yeah, so we do have a mix of different languages there.
Different languages. Gotcha. So you border Chad, but you guys speak English, whereas Chad speaks French because they were colonized by the French. You guys were colonized by
the
British. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. And when did you get your independence? I don't know this. I should know this. I've talked to you guys so much.
Okay, so we got our independence in 1960.
1960.
Yeah.
1960.
Yeah, cool. 1960.
That's later than India.
Yeah, later than India.
Okay.
I think 3 years or yeah, something like that. Canada just later than India.
13 years.
13 years.
1947. Yeah, I don't know why I
1947 to
know. To
1960. That's
260.
13 years.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, interesting. And so, sorry to switch the topic, but so you grew up in northeastern Nigeria. Um, how close is that to the other two Nigerians in the program? Are they also from that area? Or that's a predominantly Muslim area, correct?
Yeah.
But the other Abdul is also Muslim, but you two don't speak the same mother tongue.
Okay. I believe that northern Nigeria tends to have the majority of the land, especially I may say by square meter and also population.
Okay.
Where we do have population and everything more than the southern part of Nigeria,
Mhm.
and the most common language spoken by the northerners is Hausa. Hausa.
Hausa.
Yeah, it's the one that starts with the Hausa.
Hausa.
Yeah, Hausa.
Hausa.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is the most spoken language, especially in Nigeria,
Okay.
because they tend to have the more population. Since all northerners, well, I may say 95% of northerners who speak this language, the Hausa language.
Okay.
Yeah, even though we do have some dialect, that is the Fulanis.
Okay.
Yeah, and also the Fulanis are
Oh,
called
the
Hausa
Fulanis.
Fulani because of
Oh,
intermarital relation between the Hausas and the Fulanis. So it makes it
interesting.
more like all the northerners speak Hausa.
Hausa. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're cool with each other, the Hausa and the Fulanis.
Yeah, the Hausas and the Fulani, due to the intermarital relation and all that, they are really cool. And
Okay.
which is why we even call them Hausa Fulani. We do have the Fulani are more like the herdsmen,
Okay.
yeah, and the Hausas are more like I may say farmers.
Okay. Interesting.
So with
Okay.
the intermarital relationship between them and all that,
Mhm.
we tend to have the Hausa Fulani, which came from, I may say, going back to all the history of Hausa from the Bai Judah and all that. So that's when the relation started. So it's more
Okay.
like we have the Hausas, people
Mhm.
who fluently speak the Hausa, and also the Hausa Fulani. But even though we all speak Hausa, but there is differences in terms of the accent we use,
Oh.
yeah, and also some of the words we use,
Okay.
as there are different kind of Hausa. So you,
Mhm.
or maybe you are from this specific state, but you speak the Hausa in a different way to which someone from another state could speak.
Okay.
So we do have the Kanu Hausa, we do have the Sokoto Hausa, that is the Sokotanchi and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So there's even within just the Hausa, there's different
Yeah,
types.
there's
Wow.
different types, but one good thing about it is that we can be able to understand each other.
Right. So everyone
Yeah,
can
yeah,
communicate, but the
everyone
accents are a
can
little
communicate and
different.
also yeah.
Maybe like the American equivalent of the northern accent and the southern accent.
Mm,
Actually, that's quite.
yeah, I may say kind of like that, but one thing about it is that there are certain words which I'm not sure if the Northern American and the South American have certain stuff, like certain words to which you can say, but that person tend to say it in a different way. Let's say, okay, we call this a cup,
Mhm.
okay, and someone from the other side might call it maybe a jug.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
not like it is different,
Yeah,
but the
not like
same
it's
thing,
different, but
but they have kind of different way of calling
is this a
naming.
good example? Like if in the north we call things soda, but in the south they call it pop,
Yeah, something like that.
something like that.
Something
Okay,
like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good example. Oh, that's cool. And so what was life like for you growing up? Did you grow up in like more of a rural village, or what did you grow up kind of in like the city part? I imagine northeastern Nigeria is not a city, but like more of a village versus like, yeah. Where'd you
Okay, so
as a kid?
okay, as a kid, I grew up northeastern Nigeria, especially in the southeastern. I mean, not say it is a village, but more like yeah, it is not a village, but a district.
Okay,
Yeah, a
district.
district
Yeah.
under the
Okay. Okay.
state. When we talk of states, then we have the local governments because in Nigeria we do base it on three major levels. That's the
Mhm.
federal,
Mhm.
which is our capital Abuja. Then we have different states. While having the 36 states, the northeastern Nigeria, which is Borno State, and
Okay.
also there are some other states, especially Gombe, Adamawa. So
Okay.
specifically from Borno State,
Hmm.
we do have for each state it has certain local government. We call it local government.
Oh yeah, local.
Here
Sure, sure.
in Andhra Pradesh, just
Yeah.
like we have Andhra Pradesh, we
Sure.
have Vizag, we have Vijayawada, and all that.
Oh, right, right. Okay.
So we are more like under the state.
Okay.
So we it's not like the capital city, but yeah, under it. So
Okay.
that's where I started my primary school.
Oh, okay. That's where you did
Yeah.
primary school.
So coming to high school, that's when I moved to the city. That's
Okay.
the urban area.
So you went like to a boarding high school, kind of, or did you go home every night? Because I
No,
know
it
it's quite common to go
yeah.
to.
Although the school has a boarding, but I didn't go for the boarding. I was a
Okay.
day scholar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wait, a what scholar?
day scholar. That's we go during the day and come back.
Come, gotcha.
Yeah,
Day
this is just
scholar. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Okay, day scholar. That's what
yeah,
you
we call
said.
that
Okay,
day
okay, day
scholar.
scholar. Okay, okay, gotcha. Okay. Oh, good stuff. And then you went to school until you were what, 18 or something like that?
Yeah, I started going to high. I graduated high school when I was around 18 to 19.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I applied for various universities, especially to study medicine and all that.
Oh
After
yeah.
passing my
Okay.
jam, I now got admitted into University of Maiduguri.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was given health education.
Okay.
Yeah, so subsequently after finishing my health education, although during our last track, that's 2022, before our graduation,
Hmm.
that's when I got admitted into India, admission here in India. And
Okay.
then I subsequently come to continue to further my studies in different field.
So you were gonna be study medicine as in be a doctor or
I do really have the passion to study medicine, but at that moment, since I didn't got the admission, so they just give me health education
okay.
because one thing about it is that there is this exam we usually wrote, and definitely there is a cutoff marks for that exams.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you didn't get that exact cutoff
The
marks,
exact, yeah.
definitely they won't give you that course you are looking for. They'll
Okay.
give you another course.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that's
if
how
they
it
give you
works.
another course and you are not okay with it, then you can apply for another course.
Okay.
Yeah, during the following year. So
Mhm.
after my first year, I was like, okay, right now since I've already gotten a good CGPA and all that, okay, let me go back there and apply for it. But with time, they were like, okay, right now we can't accept students, especially from the education background. You need to go back and rewrite the exam. I was like, oh, hell man, why would I
You don't
write
want to
that?
do that.
Yeah, it's better to just continue with this, and maybe that
Sure.
will be even more aligned to what I want to do in the future. So I just continue with that.
Okay.
Subsequently, I got the admission here in India,
Okay.
and I took another career path.
Wow. Okay. So that's how that worked. I never knew that. Yeah. Because it's very interesting that you're here in India. Like studying abroad for you is studying in India. Like in the US, I mean, maybe we would do that, but obviously the education system there is really good. So we wouldn't really want to always go somewhere else, and then we would never think of India. But for you guys, it makes sense, and they have a good and your school has a good program. So, what exactly is your program then in India? What's the name of the campus again?
Oh,
Um,
the one I'm studying here,
yeah,
yeah, Gitam University.
Gitam
University, that's
University.
Gandhi Institute of Technology and
Oh,
Management.
Gandhi, and that's right, Gitama. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
but we are in the medical college,
Oh,
so
you
it
guys are
is
in the medical
yeah,
college.
so it
Okay,
is more like Gitam Medical College. So
okay.
GIMSA, Gitam Medical Science and Research.
Okay, okay.
Mm.
But you're not pharmacy like the other Abdul, right?
No, I'm not pharmacy. I'm nursing.
You're what?
Nursing.
Oh, you're nursing. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, nursing. Yeah, which is so cool because we need more good nurses. We need lots of nurses. Nurses are the greatest. I don't want to go out on a rant right now about how I love nurses, but I love nurses.
Oh, thank you.
They're the best. Yeah, like I have nurse friends.
Mm.
Shout out Caroline McDonald.
Mhm.
She might watch this podcast.
Mhm.
And they work so hard, but all nurses work so hard. They don't get paid as much as they should. They're just great people, all of them. So it makes sense why you're a nurse, because you very much embody those characteristics.
Oh, thank you.
And you dress really nice. That's just a
Yeah.
compliment I had to throw in there. I had to tell the audience.
Okay.
You dress really nice. Yeah. You got cufflinks often. That is fashionable.
Oh, that's. I
You
think.
guys should see this guy's outfits. Yeah.
Okay. I think maybe I should just pivot my career instead of nursing. Maybe I should go into fashion design or
Yeah, there we
something.
go.
Because since I'm getting more compliments, and you know what? Not only the conflicts, but I tend to get more compliments, especially in terms of dressing.
Okay.
Not all, even recently last year, I could remember during my first year in Gitam University, while we are having this S award. I went there because as an introvert, I feel like, oh my god, we are since it is more like award celebrating excellence, so they expect everyone to dress in a suit.
Okay.
So as an introvert and also a first year student going there as a nominee for the first time, I was kind of really nervous. And so I want to feel more comfortable and wear something that will make me feel comfortable, especially when I get
Oh
into such crowd.
yeah.
So I was like,
Mhm.
okay, since right now I'm going in there, the other one is expecting to see you in a suit and all that, and
Sure, sure.
especially if everyone is wearing a suit, but I want to be comfortable in that. So I just take my traditional attire,
Mhm.
dress in my traditional attire, and went there. You know what? To my surprise, everyone dressed differently. And I was like, I'm the odd person there.
Oh no.
Hopefully, my friend was there, so he accompanied me to go there. We were
Mhm.
there together, and we are the odd people there. So we just started aside, waiting for our names to call and all that. So after the program, they were like, okay, right now we'll give the best dresser for the day
Mhm.
for the event. And I was really shocked to be called as the best dresser of
Oh
the night.
yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, from that henceforth, I was like, okay, okay. And right now, anywhere I want to go,
Mhm.
I'll try to be my own self. I don't care
Okay.
what everyone will be
That is
thinking.
so cool,
Honestly, but
Abdul.
that
Yeah.
really like I was thinking, okay, if I go there, I'll be odd, drinking all those kind of stuff. But at
Mhm.
least it's better to feel comfortable than dressing in a way that
Right.
makes me feel nervous and also trying to gather all the energy and all that.
Yeah.
So
It's
honestly,
one thing you don't want to worry about when you're
yeah,
doing
when
something.
I'm
Yeah.
doing something,
And you
and
want to
yeah,
feel confident
I want to feel
in,
confident in that
yeah.
crowd
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm not good at being in such crowds. So
Okay.
I want
Yeah, you've
something.
mentioned that you're like an introvert and this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like okay, I need something that will make me feel comfortable, especially being
Mhm.
in such crowd. So that's where I went for that, and yeah, it really go work out. And I'm even surprised that I got something out of it by being my own self. So that's
Right,
really cool.
by being your most authentic self, you
Yeah.
got best dressed. What a good story for just everybody. I have this problem in particular also, like where how I dress is, yeah, it really affects how I feel, I think, in a room. And so like I think I'm in the process now of like refining my wardrobe in such a way that like makes me feel like myself. And because like um I don't dress the most feminine. Like I don't like to wear like dresses and that kind of stuff, but I still like to look nice. So then like there's lots of feminine outfits that can be not dresses, or like a certain type of skirt or dress I'll wear, but like not these very feminine things. Like I don't like that. But I like to look nice, so I'm just now figuring out like, okay, fitted clothes are really important. Like having it fit the shape of your body, like, so even that makes me feel better than like if it was just like a dress, or just a big shirt. Like
Sure.
this is a big shirt because I'm still working on it, but it's like a nice shirt. I don't know, anyway.
Yeah, but that really look cool on you. And it
Okay.
really look nice. So yeah.
Oh, thanks, thanks. But it's something I'm working on, and I'm in India. Stuff in America can be really expensive. Clothes can be really expensive, but here, I don't know what it's like in Nigeria, but like they can just tailor things cheaply here. So I'm planning in the next few weeks to like get some really tailored clothes that fit me really nice, that look feminine but not but still powerful. Because I think then sometimes we can have this. I don't know what you think about this. You can tell me because I feel like you would have a really good opinion on it. But like sometimes feminine doesn't always equal powerful, or like you have to stand up straight, talk very confidently, look a certain way, and that could be a dress or like just a feminine suit of some sort. And like I find those things like they don't come naturally for me. So like I have to like kind of try, like think about it before I go anywhere. Like, okay, I'm walking into a room with a bunch of people who are important. Like I have to present myself a certain way so that I get respected, and that presentation can come out in voice, clothes, posture, and probably some other things I'm missing at the moment. But do you think about those things too, or do I overthink these things?
No, I think we don't overthink it because even not only you, I may say most people and
Okay.
almost everyone
Sure.
went out, especially when you have something to like present to the people, or maybe while going somewhere or such kind of things. I believe our dressing tends to give us that confidence, especially when you dress in
Yes.
certain way. It tends to
Mhm.
give you that confidence and also tends to like even correct your own posture because let's
Mhm.
imagine you dressing in a certain way.
Mhm.
You're even if you are in the correct posture, standing in a correct way, it tends to give the impression as if maybe this person really don't know what he's doing.
Sure. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I believe some people when you get into the room, start presenting and your dress didn't say much about what you are telling them or what you are saying, it kind of make it, oh, I don't think they are saying something important, so maybe let's go on to something then.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I believe your posture, your dress, and all that is
Mhm.
very important for
Is
me.
really important. Yeah. Like I wonder how many opportunities we've missed because we're not good at that. Or, let's put it in positive context. How many opportunities have we gained because we were good at it? I don't know, but it's probably,
I,
yeah.
I believe it's not about making them feel like you are into that, but making some dressing in a way that shows who you are.
You are. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
in a
Like
way that expresses your own self.
your own self.
So if
Oh,
you
Abdul,
can,
this is such a good conversation.
yeah,
I'm
because if you
getting
we
so excited.
if we can dress in a way that expresses our own self, that person definitely can see what we are.
Sure,
So there's no
sure.
need of them thinking or to go thinking in a different way. Yeah, we might dress in a different way, but believe me, while speaking, or maybe you don't really converse in a way to which really align with the dress you're wearing.
Right, you're kind of like putting on an act,
Yeah, you
and
are just acting,
eventually
and even
somebody will see
will
through it.
definitely see through it.
Yeah, okay,
So that's
okay.
one thing.
Oh,
So
good
at least
stuff.
one then dress in a way that expresses who you are, and if
Mhm.
it really expresses who you are, definitely it's gonna give you that confidence to stop, and also it's gonna give you that confidence to speak up and also be in the right
Mhm.
posture.
Oh, I love this. Yeah. I love this conversation. It's just so relevant and like it's so cool hearing it from someone like you. I didn't expect you to think about it that in depthly. Or like that's just me thinking, he's got it under control. He doesn't
No, no,
think
no.
about it that much.
I
Yeah.
think we all think about
We
that.
all think about it. That's another thing. Do you think that like um the way you are in India is different than the way you are in Nigeria? Like, do you change your like mannerisms or anything to like fit into Indian culture, or do you fit in pretty well?
I think I believe I'm a bit good at adapting, but even though there are certain things that we don't need to change, it's okay to be our own self,
Sure.
especially when in a new environment. Because if I can just come and fit in, then definitely there is no need of me coming there.
Oh, sure.
Because
Oh, right, 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 right.
yeah, it's
Good
all
point.
about me going there, learning about their culture, and also showing them more of my
Hmm.
culture.
Sure. Yeah,
So if
yeah.
I can just go in there trying to fit in, that doesn't really make sense. I believe it is all okay for me. Whenever I go somewhere, I don't really try to fit in.
Hmm.
I try to understand them and also show them my own self,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
expressing my
Okay.
own self, where I came from, and all that. So that it will be more like a mutual understanding
Sure.
between
Sure.
people from diverse spaces or between people from diverse parts of the world.
Hmm.
instead of me trying to fit in and looking more like them. So
Oh yeah, that's such a good, interesting take on things. Like you don't need to be a chameleon. You can be like part of part of it.
yeah, you can just
Yeah,
be part of it.
just be part of it.
Try to
Interesting.
understand them when it comes to relation, especially when you understand them, and also they understand you. They tend to know more about you.
They're quite
And
curious also.
yeah, they
Yeah,
are really
yeah.
curious. I want to know more about you, your culture, and all that. So if I just came in and trying to fit into their all, it doesn't make me as who I am. So it
Oh
kind of
yeah.
look odd, and maybe they might be thinking differently. So maybe
Sure.
they might have certain perspective about where you're from and all that.
Right.
But you being there, you are there to clear all those things, especially if they have many misconceptions or anything to
Sure.
know about the culture, they'll definitely see it in you as they
Sure.
are together
Yes.
with someone from that place and
Mhm.
not someone trying to fit in.
Right, 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 right. Like, did you find that anyone like really had a bunch of misconceptions about you when you got here?
Mm,
Or I guess I kind of did
honestly,
actually. I
yeah.
was like, oh, that kind of like I was kind of scared a little bit. I was not scared. I was like, oh, okay, he's Muslim. Like I gotta be proper and like I can't or like I didn't know what to say or not say. But then you just had this from like then the first conversation we had, I was like, oh, he's so nice. Like because you have such this warm energy. And I was like, oh, we're cool. Everything's okay. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we tend to have that different perception, especially people, whenever you go to a new place, especially if they had many things about where you are from.
Hmm.
So they'll be thinking, okay, those people really have this, those people really have this. So they kind of be more curious, and some people might not be curious, but may try to like stay away from you.
Oh, sure, sure.
Yeah, especially
Oh, yeah,
it's
kind of get like scared, like not
yeah,
talk to you.
not talk
Yeah,
to you, but at
yeah,
times when they get to know you and all that, they realize that, oh, this person is really different, and
mhm.
what we are seeing is really different from what we have been seeing on the internet. Because believe me, right now we tend to see many things on the internet, especially people from diverse places. They'll be telling you, or maybe he's a Muslim from this part are this and that, or maybe
Yeah,
he's from this country and people from this country have really this and that, or maybe people from this country are not good. Which there are many things people tend to consume on the internet.
right, right,
So
right.
with that, once a person had that, okay, you are from this specific part and you are maybe following this part or maybe you are doing this, definitely they might be thinking about all these things they have
All the
seen on the
things,
social media.
yeah. Hmm.
So you as a person is responsible to like clear all this that they have about you
Right, right,
and
right.
also be more like an example.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, and also for me as a person to be super open and not have those judgments right away. It's a two-way street, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But are you saying, because you're saying for yourself, it's like your responsibility to like,
Yeah, it's as you as a person, it's your responsibility to like be an ambassador, I may say, or something to which yeah they will know that what they have been consuming on the internet or all
oh,
those
right,
things they
gotcha,
had
okay,
are not really
or not
what it is.
real. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's such a good point. Yeah, I try not to have those misconceptions right away, but like I don't think also like it's not like a real time decision that I think, oh, I saw, I think this because it's like this body reaction when I see someone that I think I've been trained probably by social media or, whatever, being in the United States of seeing a certain type of person and I get this like reaction. But like nothing is like conscious or like it's not a conscious reaction. It's like this subconscious
Yes,
reaction.
subconscious.
And so then what comes after the subconscious reaction is curiosity then. And so like I just have to get through that initial like reaction, from all the places when I was in Kenya, this happened too. I was like afraid, like when I would meet someone at first, and then I was curious, and then the curiosity, and now those are my best friends, right? You guys are some of my best friends. So yeah, yeah, it just takes and I'm not like ashamed to say I have those like first misconceptions because it just happens. Like I'm not gonna lie and say it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it
Like it
happens.
does happen, and
Yeah, it
if
happens.
we talk about it, maybe it can happen less.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. If we do talk about it, that can happen less.
it happened less. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, can you explain? Okay, so I have two questions.
Okay.
One question is if you want to explain about your project a little bit. But this also, the more bigger question behind this is like, what really are you passionate about in your life? Like, is there something that you just really get so excited to live for, or um, is there something like that in your life? Is that a bad question?
That's really a good question. So let me start with answering about the project
Okay,
first, then moving
sure.
on to the day. So I'm currently working on malaria diagnostic device. That's for early detection using NIRS. That's for non-invasive method. And you might be wondering, okay, with all the communicable and non-communicable diseases, why did you just choose malaria and all that? Okay, so coming to that, I believe Nigeria, that's my country,
Okay.
have almost the significant burden of malaria, almost 75%, I may say 60 to 65% of the malaria cases are mostly from my country, that's Nigeria. It has the most
Wow.
significant cases
That's
of malaria worldwide.
crazy. Okay.
And one thing about it is that, especially my own state, in the northern part of Nigeria, especially the northeast and also the north central,
Hmm.
that's my residential state, and my uh, my native state, that's Bornu State, Kanu State, has the highest rates of malaria
Wow.
cases.
Wow. Okay.
So, seeing that, I believe as someone who is more passionate about public health, global health, and all that, I believe it is time for me to at least do something that will definitely contribute, especially to the elimination of this malaria.
Sure,
All I
sure.
know with the WHO's mission of eliminating malaria, I
Mhm,
can see
mhm.
Egypt and few other countries are now being considered as malaria-free country.
Sure, yes,
So
yes.
we as
Mhm.
Nigerians, I believe we can be able to do that.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
we doing that, I think we definitely need certain things that
Mhm.
will really help us in eliminating that.
Like the
Especially,
non-invasive
yeah,
techniques.
that the
Okay.
non-invasive techniques of diagnosing the malaria, because
Mhm.
we only have the that's the standard method being used, which are PCR, the
Mhm.
microscopy, and also the RDT.
Mhm.
And with the deletion of the gene,
Mhm.
RDT cannot be able to
Oh,
like
right.
detect falsifier. At times, it tends to give the false negative
Right, right, right.
or false positive. I may say that. So with that, we only go back to the microscopy,
Mhm.
which is the standard method, as PCR is really expensive.
Mhm. Yeah, and then
So
PCR is really
yeah,
expensive.
it's really
It's
expensive.
kind of takes time, all those things.
Okay,
Yeah.
so with the microscopy, we really need more experts in that field,
Oh,
especially people
yeah.
who can be able to see through and know, okay, this is malaria, okay, this malaria is at this stage.
Sure,
Not
sure.
only the expert, but also there are many cases of malaria, and those cases, like for them to be able to diagnose, let's take maybe it takes 2 to 3 hours, especially after taking the blood sample, the staining, and all that, taking or looking through it under the microscope. It really takes time, two
Yeah,
to
that's
three hours to
amazing.
4 hours. Let's imagine we have more than 100 people in a queue
Yeah.
waiting,
Mhm.
and we have limited microscopy. Not only limited, even though we have the abundant microscopy, but the technicians, we don't have much more expert people,
Right.
especially in Nigeria, in some part of Nigeria,
Mhm.
and especially where the disease is more, especially in the rural areas.
Yeah, in the rural area.
Rural
So
areas.
like sometimes you have like enough resources for the actual equipment, but sometimes you don't have expertise. Is that more the major problem, or are they both
I
problems?
think both of them. I
Both are
believe both
problems.
of them
Okay.
are
Yeah, yeah,
problems.
yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
not only the expertise but also the resource.
The resources.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can't go to
And
the
then the
rural
time.
area and also the time, because going to the rural area where there is more, maybe 500 to 6,000 or maybe 1,000 to 3,000 people living in the specific village or maybe specific area,
Hmm.
you rarely find hospitals.
Yeah.
Even though, yeah, they might have some clinics, but those clinics are not well equipped.
No.
Yeah, okay. Let's say they are well equipped, but there are no technicians or the
Right.
expertise we might be needing for that.
Mhm.
So they have to move to the city
Mhm.
for treatment. And before they go there, at times it is when the disease turns, or and maybe when the malaria becomes very extensive. As
Too
you know,
bad
people,
already.
yeah,
Like,
too bad,
yeah.
especially people from rural areas. They just feel a bit headache. Well, it will get well. Just drink some water, sleep. The next day, they only take you to hospital, or they only consider it as something when you fall down. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
when you
it's
fall down,
bad.
start shivering and all that, that's when they will start
Like,
considering it as
oh
something.
no, malaria. Yeah.
Yeah, so
They
that's
don't
when you
recognize the step ladder fever
not
type or.
I believe not everyone really understand that.
Mhm.
Even though some people might understand that, but they'll be like, don't worry, you'll get better. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are Nigerian, or maybe
Yeah.
I may
You're
say you are
Nigerian.
African.
Mhm.
No, small disease can't kill you, small disease. So don't worry, you'll get
You'll
better
be
and all
fine.
that. So
Yeah.
with this mindset, we rarely go to the hospital,
Mhm.
which leads to delay in detection. And subsequently, when the person gets to the hospital, is really at the critical stage. Yeah. So that's
Gotcha.
one thing, and that
Okay.
really becomes a burden, especially for us to be able to eliminate the malaria.
Right.
But
Right.
if we can be able to have something that we can use, especially in those rural areas, for easy detection and
Mhm.
also for early detection, which is something to which even a layman can be able to use it and detect it,
Yes, that
that
would
would be
be
more easier.
wonderful.
Yeah,
Yes.
especially
Mhm.
non-invasive, since I'm sure not
Non-invasive.
everyone could be able to like draw a blood sample from a
Sure.
person, except if you are a trained technician or
Oh, yes.
someone who has been into the field.
Sure. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And like, um, it's so much more portable to be non-invasive. You don't have to have this blood stuff with you.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
yeah.
So with the non-invasive method, anyone can just use it. Okay, in just 2 minutes, you are done. Is it positive or negative? Anyone
Mhm.
can be able to see it. Okay, it is positive. Okay, that's good.
And even
Go that
someone
way.
who's not showing symptoms, correct?
Yeah, even
Yes.
someone who is not showing symptoms, you can be able to detect it. And
Mhm.
that's why it becomes really significant,
Really
especially
significant. Yeah.
especially in eliminating this and also in early detection for the malaria.
Because then what the early detection does, and tell me if I'm wrong, then they can get treatment, and then the mosquitoes can't transmit the disease more and more and
More
more.
and more and
Correct?
more. Yeah.
Okay. So, like, how did a country like Egypt eradicate it? Did they have just these PCR tests all the time because they're just more wealthy and can do that, or do you know? If you don't know, that's okay.
Okay, so
Also, different
not
conditions and different
yeah.
problems. Yeah.
Okay, they use different methods, let me say, but let's not go into that. But
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
sounds good. Yeah, 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 yeah. But I love your project. Yeah. So, and it can also tell you the level of parasitemia, like how much of it you have. Correct? Like it could. Or are you just looking for binary classification? Yes, no.
okay. I didn't get the question.
Like you can see like the level of how much malaria is in the body too, right? Like um because the red blood cells have all the virus on it, and then some will have more than others, or like a really infected person will have a lot, but like a little infected person will only have a little bit. So
Okay,
like the device, I was reading a paper, so the device could technically classify the level of parasitemia, the level of how much malaria the person has in their body. But I don't know if your project needs to do that. It
okay,
just needs yes or no, right?
okay. If it is yes or no, I think right now it is no, but subsequently, if we try it with more data, especially the machine learning model, we
Yes.
can be able to see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was getting at. Okay, cool,
Mhm.
cool. Okay. Oh, good stuff, Abdul. Good stuff. I love it. Yeah. Well, we're gonna get that working. By the time this podcast comes out, guys,
We are already done.
we're gonna be
Yeah,
we're gonna be
and maybe while watching, can you maybe you can be able to also order the device. By then, I think it will be in market. So yeah,
we're working on it. Gonna have a meeting with your mentor soon. Show him the ML model I made. We'll be good.
yeah.
And then that tells me a lot about your passion too. Like you're empathetic to a certain degree, or you care about your country. I think that's probably normal stuff.
Yeah, I believe that's really normal.
Yeah, yeah. That's nothing special, but still, it's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, yeah. Do you have a time in your life where um, like failure has changed your life in a better way or a worse way? Like, do you have time in your life where you went through a really bad time and it changed your life for the better or the worse that you want to share with anyone?
I think let me start with the failure, then I'll come back to how do you cope with all that. Okay,
Okay.
so uh, I think and I believe we all go through some certain failures, especially as a human. And one thing, especially if you tend to dream big, yeah. So if you dream big, definitely there might be failures. Not
Yeah,
only
yeah.
failure, but failures. Yeah,
Sure,
there are
multiple
multiple,
flame,
multiple,
multiple.
multiple.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but one good thing about it is that at times certain failures tend to come with directions. They
Mhm.
tend to redirect you into something different.
Oh,
Because I believe there was a certain time I was trying to like get into a certain program. So I tried really hard to get into that program. Especially the program was in Nigeria,
okay.
so I tried really well. I knew certain people in there who can be able to say, okay, just come in, start the program. But still, after taking it, trying multiple times, I still fell. I believe I was like, I knew this thing. How am I really failing? Like continuously failing through that. But I once I came out of the once I came out because we tend to take a certain exam for that program.
Mhm.
So once I come out of the exam and I go through the question papers, I realized that I knew everything. But once I get in again, I fail.
Oh no.
And those people in there can be able to say, okay, yes, since he's really good at that, okay, let's give him another chance. But and I have certain people who are in there who can be able to say, okay, since he's really good at this, let's give him another chance and see how he's gonna do it. Maybe rewrite it alone or do something like that.
Mhm.
But those people didn't do that.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, why? I continuously keep asking that question. But one thing I do realize is that I never thought that was a redirection, except after that continuous failure and all that. I now get into something that's really much bigger.
sure.
And that thing is more related internationally, not only national, but
Yes.
internationally.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
was like, okay, so assuming now I got into that program I was really trying to get into, believe me, I will never get the chance to get into this because the failures I continuously had there and also the pain of that failure is what really drives me to
Yeah.
like put more effort into
Sure.
that international one.
Oh yes. Oh, into the
Yeah, because it's
international
more
one
like
then.
okay, since now I failed this one, I have no option, and I really good want to go into this, and I saw something else. Okay, the pain and everything there, I'll just try to pivot it and put it into this thing I'm doing. So in order to be more good, and also the pain and everything, putting it through that is what really goes a long way.
Sure. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. And life has a funny way of working itself out.
definitely. And we
Because
never knew how
without
to
doing that, then you wouldn't be here doing this
this and all
probably.
this, and
Yeah, and
without
all
doing
the
that, I won't even come here.
yes,
Yeah, because
yeah,
assuming I got into that program, definitely
crazy.
many things might have changed, and maybe I won't even get to come to India, and maybe I won't even get to come here.
Right,
So
right, right.
those failures and all that tends to become a redirection into something and into that program from that program and maybe things direction into here, India, and all those things.
Yes.
So certain things are just redirection.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, beautiful,
But we just need to
beautiful.
know where to put that anger, especially the pain, and where to put it
Yes.
towards.
Right,
Yeah.
because if you just let it fester in you and then let it discourage you and
Mm.
get stuck, that's where
The problem
that's where
really
the
starts.
problems yeah
Yeah,
begin. Right.
depression and all those things. But
Hmm.
yeah, if we put it in a good way, all the pain, everything, try to pivot it, put in a good way or put it
Hmm.
in a different way, believe me, you'll surely be surprised to what
Okay.
extent you might go.
How did you get that mindset? Did you just come up with, I mean, did you just like kind of um, like grow that because of the people you were around when you were young, or just because of yourself? Do you know where you got that? Because I asked this question because, you know, Yomi and I have had conversations about Nigerians and how they can get really down about something because their hard work is, which is so true and such a problem, like where you're working so hard and you get nothing. Like you
Yeah.
get nothing. Where like in America you could work a little bit. Oh, you could work a job, you could have a house or whatever. But like in Nigeria, you're working. It's like, what's the point of working anymore? Like I'm just gonna steal this or do this or do this. But like did you cultivate a different attitude somehow, or am I kind of also asking a bad question? Let me know.
No. That's really a good question.
Okay.
That's really a good question. Uh, Honestly, I believe, I don't know, maybe for others, but faith really play a crucial role in
Okay.
that,
Yes.
because as a Muslim, I believe that if anything happens to me, definitely it is destined to happen to me.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's yes.
And if it doesn't come to me, then definitely it's never destined to be mine. So
Okay.
anything that's destined to be mine, it will definitely come to me.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
The only
Yes.
thing I need to do is put more effort,
Mm-hmm.
try working hard, and try putting more effort continuously till I reach the limit that okay, right now it is beyond it is beyond my own power, so I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't be able to do anything.
Right.
Definitely, then I could go into something. Or
Sure.
if I
Sure.
didn't get it, I believe maybe it is a redirection into something else.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that thing is really bigger than what I'm really thinking into. So
Sure.
that's what I
Sure.
really believe in. And
Yes.
definitely
Okay.
that's what I've been working out. So even if
Gotcha.
anything doesn't work out, okay, maybe it's never meant for me.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's never meant for me, definitely something greater was meant for me,
Was
and
meant for
that
you.
thing will surely come my way. Because
Got
if
you.
I believe if that thing really work out, then definitely that big thing will never get the chance to come around,
Right.
because
Right.
maybe I won't put much effort, or maybe I won't even look into that. But
Mm-hmm.
with this thing not working out, it is more like a redirection into something, and then I start putting more effort into something else, and then that thing continuously work out, and it take me to something bigger than what
Something
I am
bigger.
into.
Right, right. But this all stems from the Quran and how it says like you have this destined and you have, or like it's predetermined before you're
Yeah,
born, right? But you have to do the work to achieve it.
achieve
Is
it.
that correct?
Yeah,
A
that's
correct
very good.
interpretation? Okay,
So,
cool.
and one thing about it is that believe that okay, if something is meant for me, definitely there is no way I may die before
Mhm.
that thing comes. So
Okay.
definitely, if it is destined for me, before I die, or maybe before I expire, definitely that thing is surely gonna come to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
Even if you
imagine.
don't do anything with your life?
No, you have to
No,
do
you said that.
something. You
Okay,
have
you
to push
okay. I
towards
just
it.
want to double check. Yeah,
Yeah, you have to
yeah.
push
You have
towards
to
it. You have
do
to put
your
more
work.
effort into that.
Yeah,
So
do
as
your
you
work.
put more effort, definitely that thing will surely come.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So if I am meant to like get something, or maybe all the wealth you are to get is already destined, but
Mhm.
definitely you have to put more effort.
Okay.
And also, we believe that being more prayerful can eventually lead to more blessings and all that.
Okay. So
So
being
yeah,
very devout
yeah, and also
helps.
giving out, and also being
Oh.
kind to your neighbors and all that thing
Oh, yeah, okay.
also plays a crucial role in your own life.
Okay, so
Yeah.
service.
Yeah, also
Service.
service tends to play a crucial role in your own life,
Mhm.
especially as a human being.
Got you. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Wow, yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that. I think there's so many parallels to so many different religions. Like, um, yeah, that's great. And so, is there other? I mean, this question could go on forever, but like, is there any like particular thing lately that has been happening that your faith, that you really notice your faith? You're like, oh, I have to remember this, or I have to do this. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
um, so they say like I'm reading Hinduism. I love reading the Quran. I love reading Hinduism. I am Catholic. I was born Catholic, raised Catholic, so
Okay.
I know about that. And there's always the um, also, to back up a little bit, I had a roommate in college who was Muslim. His name was Sohair. He's from Pakistan. So he taught me originally all this stuff. He gave me his English Quran. And so that's such a good gift for me. On my nightstand, I have my Bible, my Baklava Gita, and I have my Quran like all sitting there because I just love learning about everything. But anyway, I was like, again, with the judgment thing, like I was with this person and I was like, this person doesn't know what they're talking about. They're really annoying. Like, I don't like being around this. I want to go. And so I judged the book by its cover. You're supposed to never judge a book by their cover. And that lesson came up like literally last week. And then we had this really in-depth conversation. And I was like, I am so stupid. I'm like, I totally judged you. I thought I didn't want to be around you. And I felt, weird. But then they like told me some things they were dealing with, and I was like, that's really bad. Like, I'm so sorry. I didn't tell them that I judged them, but in my head I was like, oh, I'm such a bad person. Like, this is what this kind of practice like reminds me of, like, okay, these kinds of things. Okay, Callie, we're not there yet. We still got to practice. I mean, I have to practice everything, but that's just something that came up recently that I was like, oh, okay, we gotta get better at this. Yeah. Do you have any examples like that?
Yeah, of recent.
Or not recent, because it could just be a good example.
Okay, so something that really happens and you judge someone else.
Or just any example of like a time when like you realize that, oh, the world is bigger than me. Like, I was being stupid. I was being a stupid human, If you don't have any examples, we don't have to.
Yeah, I think I do have an example for that of recent, something related to certain things I really applied for. So after applying, although I have all the necessary requirements and all that, but I still got rejected.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, why will they reject this when I have all the necessary stuff? And all they need to do is just, okay, maybe they have some certain doubt, let them come up or maybe ask you, okay, we have certain doubt about this. Can you please clarify or maybe give us more info about it? But they were like, no, we reject this. So they just send it back. After sending it back, I was like, why will they do this? Like, and I tend to take it in a different way. I believe it tends to come with many things, especially, I may say, misconception of people when they see something, or maybe when they see certain papers, or maybe when they see someone from certain countries, they tend to have that belief or something related to that.
Yeah.
So I tend to believe maybe due to that, they have all those things and try reaching out to many people who are into that, but they really don't give an ear to that. So they just say, oh, that's so common. Just get over it. That's so common. Just get over it. But looking down deep, I was like, no, that really hurts.
Yeah.
Because not only that it hurts, but it tends to give that impression, okay, maybe in the future something might come up, and definitely they might really bring out that stuff. And when they bring it out, you, without clearing that misconception or without clearing that doubt, that certain things tend to have negative impact on you.
Right.
Yeah, so that's one thing.
Okay, oh yeah, that's a good example. Yeah. Man, Abdul, you're so cool to talk to. I love it.
You're so cool because I believe as an introvert, I really talk much, but the way you are asking, it's kind of feel more like a continuous conversation.
Yeah. Well, I feel like you're great to talk to. I feel like we have continuous conversations a lot. Like, I don't find you hard to talk to at all. Like, you always have something very good to say. But I think, yeah, people have to be curious in general, I think, a little bit.
Yeah. And also it tends to come with how the person asks the question, because when you're good at asking questions, then it kind of gives the individual, and especially open-ended questions, it kind of gives the person the open space to like talk more and also elaborate on certain things. So I believe asking a good questions was also part of it.
Oh, sweet.
And we are really good at that.
Oh, thanks. I always end with this question, um, unless you want to chat more. But um, it's I don't know how many times I've said this during this podcast, but it might be a bad question. But I ask people like, and we talked about purpose and stuff. But do you think that's the meaning of life is to live out your purpose, or like what do you think the meaning of life is for you as a Nigerian, as Abdul himself?
Okay, so oh, that's really a hard question.
Yeah, it's a hard question. I wonder if I should not ask this question anymore, but
No, I can ask it, but
okay.
honestly, that's really a hard question because for a person to answer the question, I think I can just write a whole book
Oh yeah,
of maybe
okay.
500 pages or 1,000 pages
Yeah.
answering that question. So I think to answer it in a simple way,
Yeah,
or maybe in
simply.
one sentence, and also saying it as a Muslim, so I believe it's more like being more pious
Okay.
and also being generous and kind to people.
Okay, so
Mm.
being pious, generous, and kind.
Yeah.
That's so lovely, Abdul. You're so lovely.
Just in three words, in
In
three
three
words.
words,
So I think that's it.
that's the
But if
meaning.
we are to go down deep into it, I think three words are not that
We,
enough to
they,
explain what
but
life really means.
that's totally fine. I think
Yeah.
that's perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. This kind of just to end on like a super like I knew you would say something lovely and positive and really make me think, really make the audience think. Yeah. Um,
I'm not really sure, but maybe they can tell us what life really
what do
means
you
to them.
think? Yeah.
So maybe you can drop it in the comment
Comment
section.
below. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the comment section. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're doing where we've filmed about as much as I have with the others. Um, we can do a round two anytime you like, if you like. Or do you have anything else you want to say to anybody? This will be probably the audience will probably be like Americans, but you know, we talked about a lot of good things. Yeah.
And those are not only to Americans, but
I
to everyone.
I think it will be for everyone.
Yeah, it
I
is
think
for
if I
everyone.
put my name is America, I wonder if my YouTube algorithm is going to be like America. I wonder how to get it out
No, it will
everywhere.
definitely push it through not only in America but to different parts. As far
Okay.
as those people really engage into it,
Hmm.
let's say I'm a fan of podcasts, so definitely
Okay,
maybe
cool.
once I go in there and someone posted something related to what I'm into,
Sure.
especially when the title really aligns to what I search,
Hmm.
definitely the algorithm will surely pop it out for me. And when it
Okay.
pops out for me, and I really click it, watch it for that length, or maybe watch the full video, definitely it's gonna push it to people around that area.
Around that area. Yeah.
So
Okay.
definitely
So
it tend to
that would
push,
work.
yeah. So it would tend to
And
keep pushing it to different people.
I'm trying to
And
like get this podcast to be about like my honey brand, Honey Unchained.
yeah,
Like I want it to be something like Culture Unchained or like Conversation Unchained, but I don't like those names yet. But I want it to be about like breaking borders between everybody, because I don't know. In America, we can be very bubbly because we're such a soft power of like everyone listens to our music, TV, everything. But like then we don't look outside and to be curious about other people. So that's like a main motivation of this podcast is to like show people how cool the world is
yes,
through the lens of people like you and everybody
definitely
else.
yes.
Do you think that's a good like kind of now this isn't really a podcast question anymore, this is just a personal question, but like do you think this is a good idea? Or like do you think the questions I'm asking are good?
Yeah, of course.
Or like what
They
do
are
you
really relevant to not only Americans, but I believe to anyone.
Okay, good.
So for
Okay.
that, I think that's more like the cross-border or maybe cross-cultural
Cross.
essence also.
Do you think I should ask more about like Nigeria in specific, or like from whoever I'm interviewing, do you think I can ask more questions about their country specifically, or do you think that we did a good job covering that part?
I think we really did a good job covering the parts of the country and also about that person's perspective and what
Okay.
he thinks.
Okay,
So,
cool.
yeah. And also
Okay.
how he sees the society around, especially someone who has been to different parts of the world or maybe who has been to different cities or interact with diverse individuals. How does he see the differences being here and also being in all those places?
Okay.
As a human, how does he feel and all that?
How, as a human, yeah. Okay, good. That's my goal. That's my goal. Oh, good
So
stuff,
it's more
Abdul.
like bridging the indifferences and also uniting people. Because when
Yes.
you go there, yeah, I trying to learn more about this, and all that. But you going to some certain countries, you tend to see different things and all that. Like, how did you even adapt to such kind of cultures, especially being in so different parts of this world and being in different? How do you see the changes? How is the difference between how you think back then while you are in country and right now how you think,
How you
or
think?
how did you see the impact of you
Yes.
engaging with different kind of people or you
Mhm.
going to such kind of places, because that tends to give the person an open mind to which he can just talk
Yes.
about his experiences and what are the certain things to which, or what are the certain impact and also the benefit he has, and I may say certain ways to which his mindset was broadened
Right.
by being in such different places or by interacting with diverse kind of individuals.
Which is okay, which is like you just said that perfectly. Like that's the reason for travel and opening borders and this kind of conversation. Like
Mm.
so that person can see themselves
Yeah,
differently too
definitely.
and bring that back to then where they are from in this open-minded way and probably will lead to kindness,
Yeah, definitely.
piousness,
Mhm.
and what was the third one? Good enough.
Okay, I think that will
Yeah.
be your assignment for the day. And
Okay,
maybe
I'll be my assignment for the day. That's good stuff. Yeah, that's good stuff. Thank you so much, Abdul. I really appreciate it.
and
Yeah.
thank you so much, Kali, for asking such wonderful questions.
Oh,
And I
awesome.
hope we keep it up.
Thank
Thank you.
you.